Grand Rising Loves. This is the altar spread for the collective today. And so the sacred geometry that has showed up for today is invoking the infinite. It talks about the figure 8 laying on its side represents healing, but it's also the sign of infinity, forever, beyond measure. And this talks about you being actively in a healing, a deep healing, self-healing, but more than likely acquiring new knowledge about your healing to help heal others. And this is very true right now. I'm doing some super deep shadow work, very deep inner child healing for myself. And it talks about how our physical body holds our spirit and how a wounded spirit will be most comfortable in a failing physical body. And so if you ever have physical ailments that they start showing up for you, really be aware of how your spirit is. Because a lot of times those whispers come and they're ignored. And so the physical is to really bring your attention to those things that are deeper. So pay attention to that, because the first layer of spiritual woundedness is the emotion, the triggers, and then it becomes physical. So by the time it's a physical thing, it's more of like a shout. So really pay attention to that on your healing journey, on your spiritual journey, that we are peeling back the layers to get back to spirit and heal ourselves. Now the child showed up, but she showed up in reverse. And what she actually talks about is returning to that state of joy. And like I had just mentioned, I'm doing some deep shadow work, but mainly around my inner child. The reason why is because a lot of us who were raised by parents that didn't nurture us the way we should have been, we adopt this belief that somehow we are ultimately flawed. And so I can feel the emotion already moving through my body saying that. And I believe that this is a common pulse and current with a lot of the consciousness right now. What you're feeling into, that somehow maybe you don't deserve all that's good, or the joy, or maybe you don't even remember being joyous as a child. And so I am not new to the spiritual journey, and we are always continuously healing. If anyone tells you that they are completely healed, just step back and walk away because that's not true. They would not be vibrating as matter in a human body if they were done, because the whole purpose of the human experience is to continuously heal, to get back to that perfect state of zero, and to help humanity do that. And so if you're already healed, you're not healing. And so even the most ascended of humans on this earth plane are still healing. And so just be aware of that. We are all walking this path together. And so there have been many different types of inner child healing that I have experienced. And I would really advise you to go with intuition on this. As very psychic children, when we are traumatized, we tend to leave our bodies during that traumatic experience. So you probably have very transient memories of early childhood just not being in your body. So what I usually do is actually jump a timeline to a space and time when my inner child was actually at peace or experiencing joy, and I connect with her in that moment. And then try to re-access the energy of that for myself, to integrate that back into myself and transmute the shadow aspects that have been created in that age. If you want more information about that, just private message me and we can talk about this. And Chrysacola showed up again. Sacred sounds. This talks about the responsibility of using your voice to create harmony rather than discord, because our voices are so powerful. The vibration of our voice takes spirit so that we can create what our desires are in material. So in our reality. And if you are allowing lies or harmful things to pass your lips, and you're actually speaking from your intellect or programming rather than your heart, you are creating discord in your reality. And so again, this is asking you to really be aware. I mean, invoking the infinite is telling you to be aware of your physical self. This is telling you to be aware of your reality and how you're actually speaking it into existence. And so just be aware of that, how you are the one creating this. And Chaska, the star of Venus, she's a beautiful message of abundance, that no matter how distraught you may feel right now, you are deserving of all the blessings and abundance of your experience. And I'm going to go into the healing aspect of this card and read the prayer like I've been doing the past couple days. I really like that. So just shake out your shoulders, take a deep cleansing breath, release with a sigh. Close your eyes and listen to my voice. I give thanks for the abundance of grace available for all beings. I open my heart to let go of diminishing beliefs and interpretations of events. I no longer carry fear in my heart. My heart is filled with trust and peace. I give thanks for divine intervention, innovation, and blessings on behalf of all beings in all matters. Great Spirit of love, please guide, assist, and protect each one of us in all worldly matters. Ashe.